You got to get a kick out of this. Here's a young guy, a college student, who joins SJP. You know what SJP is? Students for Justice in Palestine. It's this group that's sprouted up all over the country in all of these colleges. And you have these students gather together on the lawn, and they're going to read poems to help the Palestinians. And here's a Jewish student that infiltrates one of their groups. You got to watch this. This is just if you need a good laugh in the middle of your day, you want to see this one.
Our countrymen, Zionists, come out of your hiding, for your end is coming, and with that my anxiety. Encampments, but thy feeling is not fresh. With life blossoming all around, Palestine is consumed with death. Genocide and apartheid, a territory that's occupied, I thought to myself, anti-Zionism is my religion. Led by terrorism and people confined in prison, define my image by all my privilege, so many tuition dollars wasted. They speak of October 7th, the day the Iron Dome was present, the rockets never hit, the Zionist pockets are too big, somebody stop it, please. The IOF killed and murdered, and the GoPro showed you, but you never heard it. Hamas invaded, and our students are indoctrinated to hate of people via claims of enslavement. Please end the apartheid. I could ramble all day with this poem full of lies, but as I stand here with pride, only one thing is truly on my mind. Am Yisrael Chai. I just want to say what you guys are supporting right now is terrorists that invaded our country on October 7th, killed, raped, injured, mutilated babies. They raped women. When you go and cheer for Queers for Palestine, in Palestine they throw queers off buildings. Hamas are a terrorist organization that kill people in cold blood. This is a bunch of You think reading poems here is going to do anything for Palestine? You think that helps anything? You think that does anything? It does nothing. It does nothing. What am I doing? I raised millions of dollars for the IDF. I've supported displaced families. Why are the families displaced? Because of rockets falling all over our country. Okay, we've advocated online. Thank you guys so much. This is a bunch of This is because you guys have no one to follow. You guys are a bunch of herd mentality. You have no purpose in your life. So you gather here and read some songs thinking this is going to change the status. I'm just like bunch of losers.
This guy is brave. He says it exactly the way it is. You guys have no life. You're a bunch of losers. You're a herd mentality. The sad fact is that a herd mentality is so weak that even after being called out, all they know how to do is walk away so that they can still be part of the masses where they feel safe and comfortable and are terrified of ever taking a position which is not going to be wildly popular by the masses. That's the tragedy of what's going on in our campuses. And when we send our children to a campus and they get exposed to this and the peer pressure is so overwhelming that they are physically threatened, they don't join it, it's very difficult for them not to join. And that's why we've seen tragically so many Jews a part of this movement to support the Palestinians and Hamas and terrorism. And that's why we have to ask ourselves whether we're sending our children to schools where they will be safe enough not to be pushed into the herd mentality, where they're going to begin to support everything we stand against. Before we send our kids to colleges, we have to research those colleges very well to understand where the position of that college, whether the college itself has the backbone to stand up against this, which many have demonstrated that they don't. And whether it's a college that has a strong Jewish presence, or whether your kid is going to be bullied into standing up for terror, which would be the most horrific thing that you can possibly do, spending tens of thousands of dollars a year to actually corrupt your own child. Think about that before choosing a college for your child.